Where do you go when you're dead? Someone said. What happens when you die? Are you issued with wings and a harp with strings and left to float in the sky? Does Jesus or God or someone with clout decide who is in and who is out of heaven locked behind pearly gates? I'd get a good lawyer if I were you, mate. Such fairy tales surely cannot be true. But what is the case when this lifetime is through? What will happen to me and what will happen to you? And while there's still time, is there aught we should do? Now, as far as I can reasonably tell, the place we end up is both heaven and hell. It's not that one's judged by behaviour or creed, by totting up every good and bad deed. It's just that apparently birds of a feather, when they pass over, they end up together. So would you be happy surrounded by yous? Be honest. Are you who you'd really choose to spend forever with? Think hard. Tell. Would that be heaven? Or would that be hell? Now, if you were stuck in a world full of yous, and somebody said you can in fact choose to stay here, surrounded by whom you've become, or you could give planet Earth another run, would you take up the option to improve your hand? If you do, there are risks. You must understand that whilst it's easy to see from up here that love takes you up, away from the fear, that everything's safe, there's no need to cheat, you may well forget when the earth grabs your feet and it seems like you have to fight just to eat, that the earth doesn't march to a heavenly beat. You'll be lost and alone like a fish out of water, and you won't necessarily do what you ought to, because things won't be clear as they are from up here, that the point of the trip is to transmute your fear. And there are people whose job is to put you off seeking a purpose beyond the living you're eking by telling you God lives in a book, so full of restrictions you'd rather not look. Now take heart, there is guidance, if only you knew. Someone is rooting for you to pull through, with a vested interest in how well you do, and that guidance is coming directly from you, not the fraction that's locked in this mortal coil, but the part that is part of all that is all. So be kind to yourself as life tests your resolve. Remember that trials can help you evolve. And now that you know what you've set out to do, you won't get distracted. You're bound to pull through. And when life seems fated to stoke your aggression and play on your fears, it is just a lesson. Say, get thee behind if you're trying to trick me into blowing my cool, and please do it quickly. For I am secure in my sovereign right to laugh at attempts to shadow my light. Just pick up your smile when you spot your mistake and know that it's never ever too late for people determined to brighten their glow to strike up the band and put on a show. These lifetimes, so seemingly right in your face, so solid, so real, such a marathon race, they're just dreams of your soul. Like video games, your coin runs out and something distant remains. The continuous you, enriched by the trip, has lost the fine detail that once held your grip. That 70 that pushed you so hard, it's not the whole deck, it's just one card. So be it a 2 or an ace or a jack, you'll need the full spread to make up the pack. So if this life is average, a bit of a 7, could be you need one when bidding in heaven. Ambition for grandeur, power, lust might up there be useless and cause you to bust. And when you've collected all 52, there's a space where there's even more learning to do. And the assets you'll value as you march back to source are the love and the wisdom acquired on your course. Term after term at life's university, learning to triumph over adversity, finding the flow that will carry you through, finding the Father in all that you do, knowing that fate is inspired by reason, knowing no death, just a cycle of seasons.